Hi, 8th grade. Today we're going to review functions. What is our rule for a function? For every x, there is one y. We can also say that as for every input, there is one output. So this is our input, x. There is one output. We're going to be practicing questions where we're trying to find the point that will make something either a function or not a function. So this first question says which point will make the following not a function. Let's try graphing these points. So we're trying to see which point will make it not a function. So if we try point 1, 3, so over 1 and up 3, is there any other point with an input of 1? No. So that one is fine. So A is fine, so it will still be a function. Now let's try graphing B, over 1, up 2. Will that still be a function? Yes, because every x value only has one y value. Let's try the next one. Over 5, up 4. Is that still a function? Yes, there's no other point with 5 as an x value. And so lastly, let's try the point 3, 3. If we're going over 3 and up 3, for the value of 3, we have 2 points with an x value of 3. So if this was a point on the graph, you'd have the point 3, 3 and 3, negative 2. So when x equaled 3, how many y values would there be? 2 different y values. This next one is asking which point will make the following a function. So point A says 0, 3. If we added 0, 3 to this table, would it be a function? No, because then we'd have two of the same x values with different y values. So when x equals 0, y could equal 2 or 3. So that one does not work. What if we tried 7, 2? Would that be a function? No, because you'd have 2 times where x is 7. What about negative 2, 1? Do we have any other x values with negative 2? No, so that is fine. You'll notice that you have the same input twice, but that is okay because they still have different x values. What's important is that those inputs are different. And D, if we check, we already have an x value of 3, so D would not work. So the correct answer is C. For our third question, the question asks which point could be substituted for x and y to make the following not a function. When we have points written like this, how do we want to rewrite them? We want to rewrite them as a table. So your x and y values as a table, because then it will be easier to substitute in values at the bottom. So we have negative 2, 4, negative 1, 5, 0, 3, 1, 4, and then that extra point x and y at the bottom, which we're substituting these points for. So first, if we put in 2 and 3, would that make this not a function? No, 2 and 3 is fine because we have no x values are the same, so that is not the answer. What if we put in 6 and 1? Would that make this not a function? No, 6 and 1 would be fine, so that is not the answer either. What if we put in negative 2, positive 1? Now you'll notice that I have two x values that are the same, so that would not be a function, so C is correct. You can check, and 3 would be fine because you don't have any 3's up here. So the correct value is C. The correct answer is C. Now we're just going to do a quick review with graphs. Is this a function? Yes, every x value only has one y value. Is this a function? No, if we check at this x value, you'll end up with two y values. Is this a function? Yes, every x value will just have one y value. Is this a function? No, because whatever value of x this is has an infinite number of y values going up and down this line. It is the only line that is not a function. Is this a function? No, because for some of these x values you have three y values. This one, and this one. Is this a function? Yes, every x value will just have one y value. Is this a function? No, because you have, when x is 1, y could equal either 0 or 6, so your 1x value has two y values. Go ahead and finish up the rest of the worksheet independently.